15th is not just another date on the calendar. Something ancient is activating. Something subtle, powerful, and deeply personal is moving through the cosmic field right now. And if you are watching this, it is not by accident. The universe does not speak loudly when it matters most. It whispers, and only those who are aligned can hear it. Today, that whisper becomes a test, a cosmic test that quietly decides which timeline you step into next. You may already feel it, a strange pressure in your chest, a sudden wave of emotions with no clear reason, memories resurfacing, people from your past reaching out unexpectedly, or moments of silence that feel heavier than usual. This is not confusion. This is calibration. The universe is watching how you respond when the noise fades and only truth remains. December 17th marks a rare energetic crossroads where your thoughts, reactions, and choices carry more weight than usual. This is the moment when timelines split, not dramatically, not with fireworks, but with quiet precision. One path leads back to repetition, karmic loops, emotional exhaustion, and delayed blessings. The other path leads forward into alignment, clarity, relief, and accelerated manifestation. The decision is not made by fate, it is made by frequency. Right now, the universe is testing one thing above all else. Can you remain grounded when triggered? Can you choose peace instead of proving a point? Can you trust what is unfolding even if you do not yet understand it? The answers to these questions are being recorded energetically. Every reaction today is a signal. Every pause is a message. Every choice is a vote for the timeline you will live in next. Many people will fail this test without even realizing it. They will react instead of respond. They will chase validation instead of alignment. They will repeat old patterns, argue the same arguments, doubt the same dreams, and blame the same circumstances. And the universe will gently allow them to remain where they are, not as punishment, but as reflection. But some of you are different. You are feeling the pull to slow down. You are sensing that something is about to change, even if you cannot explain how. You are being asked to observe rather than react, to listen rather than speak, to trust rather than control. This is how you pass the test. December the 17th is not about doing more. It is about choosing differently. It is about releasing the need to force outcomes. It is about letting go of people, habits, and thoughts that no longer resonate with who you are becoming. The universe is not asking you to be perfect. It is asking you to be honest. Honest about what drains you. Honest about what excites you. Honest about what you have outgrown. If you feel tired today, rest. If you feel emotional, allow it. If you feel the urge to walk away from something that once felt important, trust that instinct. These are not signs of weakness. These are signs of alignment. The old timeline is losing its grip, and the new one cannot fully open until you loosen your hold on the past. By the end of December 17th, many will notice subtle but undeniable shifts. A sense of calm where anxiety used to live. A clear knowing replacing confusion. A door quietly opening while another one closes without regret. This is how timeline shifts happen. Softly, naturally, irreversibly. The universe is not testing you to see if you are worthy. You already are. It is testing to see if you are ready. Ready to receive without self-sabotage. Ready to move forward without looking back. Ready to trust the process without needing constant proof. If this message resonates, it is because you are already leaning toward the higher timeline. All that is required now is awareness. Stay present today. Choose peace. Protect your energy. Speak with intention. And remember, the timeline you enter is not decided by luck. It is decided by alignment. As December 17th continues to unfold, the energy becomes more refined, more precise, almost as if the universe is zooming in on the smallest details of your inner world. This is where the real test deepens. It is no longer about what happens around you, but about what happens inside you when nothing seems to happen at all. Silence today is not empty. Silence is active. It is where decisions are being made at a soul level. You may notice moments where time feels strange, where hours move too fast or too slow, where you catch yourself staring into space, reflecting on paths not taken, words not spoken, dreams postponed. This is not distraction. This is review. The universe is giving you a chance to witness your own patterns without judgment. And in that witnessing, transformation begins. There is a reason why emotions feel amplified today. The cosmic field is gently pulling unresolved energy to the surface so it can finally be released. Old wounds may ache briefly, not to hurt you again, but to remind you that you survived. The test is not whether pain appears. The test is whether you cling to it or let it pass through you. Some of you may feel an urge to reach out to someone from the past, while others feel an equally strong urge to finally close a chapter. Both impulses are valid, but the answer lies in how your body responds. Expansion means alignment. Constriction means misalignment. Your intuition is sharper than ever today, even if your mind tries to question it. The universe is also observing how you treat yourself in moments of uncertainty. Do you criticize yourself for not having everything figured out, or do you offer yourself patience and compassion? This matters more than you realize. Self-talk today becomes self-programming. The words you repeat internally are shaping the energetic road ahead. As the day moves toward its later hours, you may sense a quiet clearing. Thoughts slow down. Emotional noise softens. A strange sense of neutrality appears. Neither excitement nor fear, just presence. This is a sign that a decision has been made energetically. Even if nothing looks different yet, something fundamental has shifted. This is often the moment people doubt the process. They expect a dramatic sign, a sudden miracle, a loud confirmation. But higher timelines do not announce themselves. They integrate. They settle into your nervous system. They show up later as ease, synchronicity, and right timing. What you do not choose today will slowly choose itself. This is why awareness is everything. When you consciously pause before reacting, when you choose rest over resistance, when you release the need to control outcomes, you send a powerful signal to the universe that you are ready for a different experience of life. Tonight, as December 17th begins to close, your energy field will naturally reset. Sleep may feel deeper or more vivid. Dreams may carry symbolic messages. Even if you do not remember them, the integration is happening. The new timeline does not begin with action. It begins with embodiment. Tomorrow you may wake up feeling subtly different. Not transformed overnight, but lighter, more grounded, less reactive. This is the after effect of passing a cosmic test. Life does not suddenly become perfect, but it becomes clearer, and clarity is power. As the energy of December 17th continues to settle, something important becomes clear, even if it arrives without words. This is the phase where the universe steps back and allows you to feel the consequences of your inner choices. Not consequences in a negative sense, but reflections. You begin to notice what no longer disturbs you the way it once did, what no longer pulls you into emotional loops, what suddenly feels distant or irrelevant. This is not numbness. This is maturity of the soul. There is a quiet confidence that starts to emerge now, not the loud kind that seeks recognition, but a calm knowing that you no longer need to chase what is meant for you. The timeline you are entering responds to alignment, not effort. When you move from truth, things meet you halfway. This is why forcing, proving, or explaining yourself feels exhausting today. Those behaviors belong to the old timeline. The universe is also observing how you handle waiting. Waiting without anxiety, waiting without doubt, waiting without self-betrayal. This is one of the most advanced spiritual tests because it requires trust without evidence. If you can sit in uncertainty without abandoning yourself, you signal readiness for accelerated outcomes. You may notice that certain desires begin to change shape. What once felt urgent now feels optional. What once felt impossible now feels inevitable. This shift is subtle but profound. It means you are no longer asking from lack. You are allowing from alignment. Around this time, signs may appear in unexpected ways. Repeating numbers, sudden insights, meaningful coincidences, or messages arriving at the exact moment you needed reassurance. These are not distractions. They are confirmations. The universe does not argue with doubt. It responds to presence. This is also a moment of energetic separation. Not everyone will be able to go where you are going next. Some connections will naturally fade, not through conflict, but through silence. This can feel strange, even bittersweet, but it is necessary. Higher timelines require space. Space to breathe, to grow, to receive. If you feel called to simplify today, follow that impulse. Fewer words, fewer explanations, fewer commitments that drain you. Simplicity is not avoidance. It is precision. The more precise your energy becomes, the clearer your path ahead. By now, the cosmic test has already done its work. There is nothing more you need to do to pass it. You are not being graded. You are being guided. The universe is not watching for mistakes. It is watching for alignment. As this day fully integrates into your timeline, remember this truth. You did not miss anything. You did not fall behind. You did not fail. You arrived exactly where you needed to be to choose differently. And that choice, even if it felt small, has already redirected your future. December 17th will not be remembered for what happened on the outside. It will be remembered for what shifted within you. And from this point forward, life begins to respond to the version of you that no longer doubts their own direction. As December 17th reaches its final energetic phase, the atmosphere around you may feel unusually still, almost as if the universe has gone quiet. This silence is intentional. It is the pause after a decision, the space where the old timeline fully releases its hold and the new one begins to stabilize. Nothing needs to happen right now for everything to be happening. You may notice that your mind is no longer racing the way it usually does. Thoughts arrive, but they do not hook you. Worries attempt to surface, but they dissolve more quickly than before. This is a sign that your nervous system is recalibrating. The body always adjusts first when a true timeline shift occurs. The soul leads, the body follows, and the mind catches up later. There is also a subtle invitation present now. An invitation to forgive yourself for the times you stayed too long, tried too hard, or doubted your own intuition. This forgiveness is not about the past. It is about freeing energy for the future. Self-forgiveness tonight is one of the most powerful closures you can offer the old timeline. Some of you may feel emotional for no clear reason as the day ends. Tears may come without sadness. Smiles may appear without a story. These are release responses. Stored energy is finally moving. Let it. Do not analyze it. Do not suppress it. This is integration. The universe is no longer testing you at this point. The test has already been completed. What remains now is trust. Trust that what you chose energetically will begin to show itself physically in the days and weeks ahead. Trust that delays are not denials. Trust that alignment often looks quiet before it looks miraculous. Tonight, the veil between intention and manifestation is thinner than usual. The thoughts you fall asleep with matter. Not because you need to force positivity, but because your dominant emotional state sets the tone for the timeline that continues to unfold. Choose gentleness. Choose gratitude for what you have already survived. Choose belief in what is quietly arranging itself. As you move beyond December 17th, life may not immediately change on the surface, but your relationship with life will. You will notice that you respond instead of react. You pause instead of panic. You trust instead of chase. These are not small changes. These are indicators that you are now operating from a higher timeline. Remember this. The universe does not rush what is aligned, it unfolds it. And now that you have passed through this cosmic threshold, what is meant for you will no longer require struggle to reach you. December 17 was not about fear or urgency, it was about choice. And you chose growth, even when it was uncomfortable. You chose awareness, even when certainty was missing. You chose alignment, even when the outcome was unseen.